today for the Bitcoin price. And yes, we are all having the charts open right now on Bitcoin. We are all seeing what's happening, and everyone is asking what the heck is happening for Bitcoin right now. This is exactly what I want to be talking about today. Crazy things are happening. We are seeing tweets from Gary Gensler, the SEC. People are speculating of the ETF being sealed, the deal being sealed before the 10th of January. Bitcoin broke, hit 47,000, and now the question everyone is asking, and I will go over into the charts and talk with you about that, is whether we are going to hit higher price levels. Is 47,000 already the high for Bitcoin, or do we have higher price targets? This is something we are going to talk about today. Dear ladies and gentlemen, everyone joining here this stream, welcome everyone. I appreciate you. Today's video is gonna be a blast. It's gonna be a crazy one. The only thing I'm asking for right now is like the video, maybe share it on Twitter, on YouTube, on WhatsApp, whatever you feel comfortable with. Let's get the whole crypto YouTube world into that stream and talk about that. Number one, I need a haircut. And, and number two, that Bitcoin is going crazy and we want to evaluate what is happening on Bitcoin today. So please share this video, like, comment down below, maybe your favorite altcoins we can talk about later on. But first of all, let's talk about crypto. Let's talk about Bitcoin. The stream is full, 2,000 people already in after a few seconds. I want to go over into the chart and actually talk about what the heck is happening. And of course, I want to share my trade and everything. First of all, let's talk about the Bitcoin price. And I wanted to know, before I'm going here into the charts, quickly from everyone watching, what do you think? Do you think the ETF is already approved or not? I want to go into Twitter and show you exactly what we are having on the table right now in terms of facts. And wow, we are having crazy comments here down below. 50,000 loading, getting ready. Wow. Do not FOMO. This is something someone is commenting. Do not FOMO. I really want to agree with that. Be careful. Let's evaluate what exactly to do in this situation with Bitcoin. So we are going here into the charts, and let me actually see how I can, you know what, I'll take this here, how I can do this without really having too many reflections. So what you can see here is on Bitcoin, we are here on the 12-hourly candles, and we are basically having the triple right now. We had an ascending triangle right here, broke out number one, another ascending triangle, broke out number two, another ascending triangle, and actually there was a big fake out earlier, right? And it was just way too early in the pattern, and there were not very clear indications besides the facts we are already having on the table that the ETF is going to be approved, which I already said in yesterday's video is probably going to determining whether we are going to break this one towards the upside or towards the downside. You already know rule number one of trading is the trend is your friend until the end. We are still having higher highs, higher lows. We just put in a higher high a few seconds ago, a few minutes ago, and we are having consecutively higher lows. So there is literally no reason to be bearish on Bitcoin. There is no reason to be shorting Bitcoin. You're not shorting the top. You're not really longing the exact bottom. You can short resistance. You can long support. Right? This is something you can do. You can, of course, also long and short breakups and or breakdowns. But just going short right now is dangerous. However, going long right now is also dangerous. Dear ladies and gentlemen, number one, we are having the ETF not clearly approved yet. And even if we have, this information will be available for every single one in the market. And if information available for everyone, it's very difficult to make short-term gains with that. Long-term gains, easy, perfect. Short-term gains, very dangerous. So just be careful here, just running into a long position just because I'm long, and I will show you my trades, which are right now pretty crazy. But anyways, now we got the break. And the price target, I already mentioned it to you yesterday, is 48,500. So very close, very close to the price where we are right now. 48,500 being the price level I was mentioning throughout the last 5-6 months. I actually said it's the best case scenario for the last year. We missed it closely. Anyways, now Bitcoin is approaching this level. I still think it's very possible. The ETF decision, however, is scheduled for latest the 10th of January 2024, which is in 2 days. Now, dear ladies and gentlemen, I want to show you something which I have not seen in a long time. Let me quickly go over to Twitter. And that is Gary Gensler specifically, the SEC person, specifically tweeting about crypto. And he is warning in his tweet the crypto audience what you have to consider when investing into crypto. And I posted this a few minutes ago. My tweet already got, I want to show you, it's pretty crazy, already got 33,000 views, right, within a few minutes. And people are going crazy over it. And Gary Gensler's tweet got now that I'm and other people are sharing it, 12,000 likes already, 21 million views within, we're talking about 2 hours. And he's not getting that many views and shares and likes and everything usually. You see already I'm going on this like a crypto content creator. So I want to show you this tweet and I want to tell you what it might mean for the whole crypto space, what it might mean for what we are talking about in terms of the Bitcoin ETF right now. Let me go into it. So Gary Gensler, the famous Gary Gensler, not saying anything good, not saying anything bad, is posting here about a thread. Some things to keep in mind if you are considering investing in crypto assets. So first of all, before I'm going into it, and I want to show you exactly what he is warning about, why would he post something like this? Many people would say he would post about something like this because he's against crypto, he doesn't want the ETF to be approved. Well, you might make the case, but more likely, you know that he is, at least what some people are saying, not the biggest fan. More likely it is getting approved, and he wants to at least put out some warnings because now that the ETF is being approved, the whole US economy can go into it and invest into a Bitcoin ETF. And I think this is the much more likely explanation of what we are seeing here right now. There's, of course, the good Greg, which is getting more views than what the heck? Where is the... Let me quickly go into it here. So boom, I hope I can see the thread. So perfect, there's the thread. Those offering crypto asset investments and services may not be complying with applicable law, including federal securities laws. Investors in crypto asset securities should understand that they may be deprived of key information and other important protections in connection with their investment. So he's talking about regulations and so on. So of course, this is already, if you don't get these regulations on crypto exchanges with crypto offerings, you get them with a crypto ETF, with a Bitcoin ETF, right? So number two, very nice to see how he's using these little smileys here. Investments in crypto assets also can be exceptionally risky and often volatile. Well, that is true. A number of major platforms and crypto assets have become insolvent. Think about FTX, and or lost value. Investments in crypto assets continue to be subject to significant risk. Number three, fraudsters continue to exploit the rising popularity of crypto assets to lure retail investors into scams. Well, he is actually quite right about that. These investments continue to be replete with fraud, bogus coin offerings, Ponzi and pyramid schemes, and outright theft, where a project promoter disappears with investors' money. Well, everything he said, basically, you can't really disagree with, right? Of course, he is leaving out, and that is not the purpose of his tweet here, all the beauty about Bitcoin, how it is solving so many problems, how it is giving back power to the people. But that is maybe not even his job, so let's not talk about that. But clearly, a post of him like this indicates for me, more likely than not, that a Bitcoin ETF is about to be approved. It's probably approved and just not announced yet. So that is overall a pretty positive news for me when it comes to Bitcoin. So now, what does that mean to the Bitcoin price? We just broke the resistance for Bitcoin, pretty decisively with pretty strong volume support behind. Bitcoin very quickly reached 47,000, my price target being 48,500 for the immediate short term for that specific break. However, what you have to keep in mind, now that it got even more likely, I think yesterday I saw a poll that 80% of people think that the ETF is going to be approved. So the majority already thought that. With that, I think we are now to 95% probably. Let me know down below. Like the video and also comment down below if you think it is going to be approved or not. Now that we have the vast majority of the current market participants already expecting the Bitcoin ETF to be approved, I want to make the claim it is mostly priced in already. Everything we saw since Bitcoin broke 32,000 US dollars, and you see, I wanted to show you my trade. Everything we saw since then is basically the whole crypto community, the market, pricing positively in that the ETF is most likely going to be approved. So now that, let me actually show you my trade. And I want to tell you, I am here just showing you the screenshot of my trade because I'm recording with my first phone where I'm logged in. And the second phone is actually not logged in. So I just made a screenshot and airdropped it over. This screenshot I made like 15, 20 minutes ago. My Bitcoin trade being approximately 80 Bitcoin in a profit, 78, 79, Ethereum 155, and I made a second screenshot. Here you can see we have $3.7 million in a profit and $400,000 US dollars in a profit on the Ethereum trade. So overall, both of these trades now finally broke $4 million US dollars in a profit. And as much as I want to Bitcoin to break 69,000 tomorrow, most of the benefits, the price benefits, short and mid-term, we will see from the Bitcoin ETF, they are most likely already priced in. I'm not saying there is not more upside for Bitcoin. Most likely it is priced in already because most of the market already expected a positive decision on the Bitcoin ETF. That means, of course, reverse engineering. If we don't get an approval, the crash will be most likely crazy. However, as it's most likely that we are getting an approval, that means most of it is priced in already. That means also that the upside is pretty limited right now. That doesn't mean that I'm going out of my trade. It just means I am not expecting 65, 69,000 US dollars to be hit. If Bitcoin would hit the current price without the market expecting it to be approved, and then we see the approval, most likely we would break 60,000 tomorrow. But right now, I want to tell you just a big warning, guys. If you want to go extremely long right now with high leverage, maybe not the smartest decision. Obviously, I have, as always, and I want to go back into the chart, of course, talk about Ethereum, talk about whether altcoins will follow, what is going to happen with the crypto altcoin market. Want to talk about that shortly. If you want to trade, as I am trading here over there, I showed it to you. I will leave you a link down below, and you can claim up to 30,000 US dollars. In fact, I think more than 30,000 US dollars in total with the link in the video description. Below the video, you click on more, and in the video description, you can actually claim up to 30,000 US dollars, actually slightly more than 30,000 US dollars. Click register and deposit. And yeah, get ready. Maybe don't get ready right now, but claim your bonus already and get ready when the time comes. So now, quickly, Ethereum before I want to go into the altcoins. And if we are getting enough likes here, of course, I want to talk with you also about what would be my next trade on Bitcoin right now. If I wouldn't be exposed in a Bitcoin trade already, which I am, what would be my next trade for Bitcoin? And this is something I want to talk about as well, of course. Let me quickly see here my Ethereum trade. Dear ladies and gentlemen, wow, this is crazy. We are having so many viewers here. It is absolutely beautiful. So on Ethereum, and I actually told you already quite some time ago that I switched a good portion of my, someone is posting ETF approved. I don't know if that's fake news. Let me know in the comment section down below. Most likely it is fake news because yeah, it should be approved on the 10th of January, but we have these strong indications right now. For example, also the tweet of Gary Gensler, but let me know. So first of all, let's talk about Ethereum. Before I go back into Bitcoin, before I go into other altcoins. So here you can see Ethereum right now on the weekly chart. And I already pointed out here, this ascending triangle. Ethereum broke, and look at this. We went down, we tipped at the previous resistance, which is now turning into support, and we are getting a quite good bounce here. So the moment Ethereum breaks the previous rejection point of 2,447 is when I would personally increase my own long position right now and trade it all the way up to 3,900, 3,850 US dollars. This is what I'm looking out for Ethereum. Easy wins the game, guys. You say, wow, this is like easy TA, but this is exactly what wins the game. I go out on the higher time frames, and of course, I am longing break of very strong weekly resistance. And if you do that with not too high leverage, you are actually having quite good chances to succeed. The higher the leverage, the shorter your time frame. Maybe you have more upside, maybe a little bit more volatility in terms of percentage on your specific trade. But what you most certainly have, you have a higher risk of liquidation and a higher risk of losing your money, right? 4,500 people already. Wow, this is crazy. This is crazy. I want to go quickly and see. I am actually right now on a water fast. I'm water fasting already for 48 hours. And it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. But I will do 120 hours. I have to do this, unfortunately. Okay, still 47,000, 48,900. I want to drink a water, please, guys. I hope you allow me to drink this water quickly. Perfect. Maybe in the meantime, you can leave down below in the comments your favorite altcoin, which I maybe should have a look on. In the end of the day, I want to talk also a little bit about what altcoins I am personally holding. And don't get me wrong, even though I am seeing an altcoin season happening, we have 2 altcoin seasons every single bull market. The first one already started. It's going to come to an end soon, and then we are going to have a second one. And in fact, actually, if you really want to count it like that, in the very end, once Bitcoin reached his all-time high, we have the last phase of the completely irresponsible blow of tops for altcoins. And that is something where I want to be very careful with, of course, but this is technically the third altcoin season. There's a little bit of salt. You know, guys, when you're water fasting, and all you consume is water, small things like whether the water is cold or warm, whether it has gas or not gas, or whether you are adding salt or not, Celtic sea salt, Himalaya salt, all of these small details are getting pretty important for you, right? And now I'm like, Celtic sea salt or Himalaya sea salt would taste a little bit different. Now I'm thinking, how would it taste if I mix it up with gas water? Wow, that's interesting. Maybe I should try that out after the stream. It's funny, right? Small and easy things like this suddenly get so interesting. So what do we have here? Litecoin, XRP. We have a lot of XRP people. Pepe, Ordinals, Orts. Yeah, this is crazy. I mean, we have a lot of things going on. People asking me still for Solana. I mean, yeah, of course, we can talk about Solana, especially now that they were going sideways for some time. I don't like to talk about Solana when we just had like 3-4 consecutive days of 50% gain. Just not responsible, I think. But now I think it will be time to look into it again. People are saying VPAT. Yeah, I recently posted a screenshot with $1 million on my USDT on my wallet, and that I want to buy some altcoins with it. VPAT is one of them, and of course I want to buy some other ones also, Ordinals and so on. I'm gonna go a little bit more into altcoins as I don't feel like selling my Bitcoin for altcoins right now. So let's see. Ordinals, wow. So many people commenting. By the way, before I continue now, and I want to talk a little bit about the Bitcoin dominance chart before I go into the altcoins. Let me actually open it already. I wanted to ask you for a tiny little favor. We have here 5,000 people watching, and we have only 1,200 likes, 1,300 likes. I appreciate everyone who pressed the like button here. If every one of you watching, you don't have to do it if you don't want, but if you could do it, I would truly appreciate it. Go down below, take this finger, this finger, this finger, any finger. You can take 3 fingers at the same time. Press the like button just once for a second. Don't press it 2 times because then you unlike. Press it, and I would really appreciate it, of course. And if you have a community on Twitter, on Telegram, on WhatsApp or something, or you just want to share it on Twitter, I would really appreciate it. And if you tag me, I can't promise it, but if I see it, I might comment down below and support your own tweet also. So let's talk about the famous Bitcoin dominance. And this is usually where all the truth lies. We have here the Bitcoin dominance chart on the weekly and the strong resistance we had at 48%, 49%. We broke it, if I'm not completely wrong, when Bitcoin broke 32,000, we broke this resistance here. Then you saw the break up, a rejection down, a confirmation of the previous support, resistance, which then turned into resistance. It's interesting to see that even a chart which not that many people are looking at, which you can't really trade that chart, is supporting previous resistance, which is then turning into support. Now we are seeing something very interesting unfolding. With the current pump on Bitcoin, we are seeing a big pump in the Bitcoin dominance also. And what we can see here, if Bitcoin dominance reaches a new high at 55.2%, and we are close to it, we might see another small Bitcoin season here coming up. Not saying necessarily all the way up to 61, 62%, but I'm just telling you, Bitcoin is showing with the recent development pretty good strength. And if we are seeing follow through here, and again, the upside is quite limited, but if we are seeing follow-through of Bitcoin here, it might not be the wisest decision to right now go all into altcoins from your Bitcoin. I am expecting, if we are seeing the follow-through here, and if the Bitcoin dominance chart is breaking above the previous point, which I just mentioned 10, 20 seconds ago, that there might be a little bit more strength period for Bitcoin. And in these periods, it's smarter to be exposed more into Bitcoin than into altcoins. That is my own opinion. After that, however, after every single big Bitcoin run, when Bitcoin consolidates and goes sideways, this is when altcoins are following. Usually Ethereum follows first and then altcoins are following. At one point in this bull market, and I want to predict that basically, but I can be wrong about that, of course, we are most likely also going to see Ethereum taking the lead. Ethereum breaking resistance before Bitcoin breaks it. Ethereum breaking before Bitcoin breaks, and then Bitcoin breaking. And that is a phase of the market which I really, really like as well, but it's not happening yet. So going back to Bitcoin, what can we see here? Boom. Bitcoin is still at 47,000, holding quite strong there, 48,500 as I said earlier. My personal price target, I am still in my trades. I already showed you my trades before. Right now, breaking approximately $4 million in a profit. If you want to be trading as well, link down below, click register deposit. I think it takes 20-25 seconds. You can claim slightly more than $30,000 up to that amount, clicking, registering, and depositing. Do it only if you're an experienced trader, of course. Now, let's quickly talk about my favorite altcoins. But first of all, I wanted to know, do you want to hear me talk about my own altcoin portfolio? I want to make a dedicated video where I tell you my breakdown, exactly what I'm holding, for how long I'm holding it, my price targets. But if you want to hear already some altcoins I'm holding, let me know down below. And maybe if you can like this video up to 2,500 likes, I want to leave this list down below. Not all of my altcoins, but for sure I want to leave you maybe the biggest few holdings down below, right? So what do we have here? Wow. It's crazy. So many comments, so many likes. This is amazing. You have a nice house, someone is saying. Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, I didn't buy this. I am just renting it, but I really like it. Yeah, I really like it. Very beautiful. Nice old style. Amazing. So, I am traveling. That's why I am traveling. So, wow. Many likes coming in. You know what? Don't forget those who were laughing and even spitting on us. That is true. So many people were laughing, almost spitting. While laughing, the spit flew in slow motion towards us, and we had to like go to the side and escape the spit because they were so much laughing about us for being bullish at 17,000 when I opened the trade, for being so incredibly bullish when we broke the 32,000 resistance. I'm still having people on Twitter like crazy who are farming engagement below my tweets, who never were able to show any profitable trades like we are doing it here in the MMCrypto community, who are not able to bring anything to the table. We are always going to have these people. But in the end of the day, it's us laughing, the MMCrypto family, reaping the rewards, making actually these significant profits here, while most of the people were standing on the sidelines. And that is, of course, a beautiful thing. So let's talk about crypto. Let's talk about altcoins. People are posting here, XRP link. Of course, I mean, I am holding XRP myself. I'm holding it since ages. It's for me almost like a stable coin, and it seems like it's almost safer in terms of purchasing power than the euro or the US dollar. That doesn't make it superior to Bitcoin though. But I'm holding it still for the case that at one point of time this break is going to come. And I know that the XRP community, and I'm not an XRP fan at all, I know that the XRP community is quite likable and that they're very strong. And whenever they finally break through, I want my small XRP back to explode along with them. That is the only reason. I'm not an XRP fan. I always said that, but I wish every XRP holder the best, and I like XRP more than, I don't know, the euro, the yen, and stuff, right? So that is for sure. Chainlink people are posting. I am also holding some Chainlink for quite some time already. Quite some time, I mean a few months. I didn't buy it earlier on, I think in 2017 or something. But for a few months, I'm holding XRP already. What else? Ordinals, of course. I'm still having Audi. I think I'm holding almost $3 million in Audi. And I actually posted this in May 2020. If you just Google Twitter, hashtag Audi, MMCrypto, you will find the tweets about that already in May when ordinals were at like $7, $8, $9. Now we are around 70, already reached 85. Of course, a lot of MMCrypto community and family members here made significant gains on that also. Now, what I want to do is, while Bitcoin is, we broke 47,000 again. Come on, guys. Can we get a big like for that? Like this video. We broke 47,000 again. Now that Bitcoin is going higher, of course, and that the altcoin season is picking up, as long as Bitcoin is going higher, once we are getting the sideways movements afterwards, as long as it's not the all-time high yet, where I think we are far away from that, we are always going to see, or most of the times, I have to see how I'm phrasing that, we are going to see altcoins to follow. And I am still seeing, just as earlier, as I said that already in May, I'm still seeing a good potential for ordinals. I like the narrative. This is a strong Bitcoin-driven bull market, and NFTs and tokens on top of Bitcoin, whether it makes sense or not. Another question, whether it makes sense or not. I think they have a big place in crypto when it comes to the narrative. And the narrative is the most important thing when investing in altcoins. It's not fundamentals. They are most of the time BS, bogus, right? Most of the time, the fundamentals are not good. Most of the time, the team is not good. Most of the time, the long-term perspective is not good. Most of the time, the regulatory foundation is not good. What it always comes down to is the narrative. Then, what exchanges are they listed on? Who is their market makers? Unfortunately, I have to tell you, I have to destroy this pink castle world of altcoins. It's usually about this. And then there are, of course, a few altcoins where you might get some good fundamentals along with them. Let it be Solana, maybe a little bit here and there, but they had actually quite significant problems just like 1-2 years ago. Let it be let it be Chainlink. and some other projects, maybe even BNB, right? The value of them is coming from their crazy strong user base. So we are having, of course, a few altcoins which are an exception, but most of the time, I'm telling you, most of the altcoins I'm reading here in the comment section are not fundamentally strong. Wow, I can see here Bitcoin is going up for another run. It looks like, who knows, but let's have a look. Woo. Man, I want to go to the sauna, but this is way too interesting right now. Man, guys, I really love it. You know what I'm getting here? What vibes I'm getting? Tell me if you were here in 2000 and by the way, now, yesterday my video was the most watched Bitcoin only video on the internet. How amazing. Perfectly on time with what I want to talk about right now, because now I'm getting the vibes of 2021. I recorded in Dubai in the presidential suite of the Address Skyviews these long 1-2 hour long live streams on Bitcoin breaking to new highs. And by at that time, I think we broke 25, 26, 27, 28,000 US dollars. And of course, now we are not at an all-time high yet, but I'm getting the same vibes, recording in a very big room, a live stream with you, looking at the charts, having crazy trades open with millions of US dollars in profits, and you guys spreading love, liking, commenting. It's crazy to see, and it's really beautiful to be brought back into the times just like 2.5 years ago. Really, really amazing. I could break out in tears if I wouldn't really like to do stuff like that, right? 2,300 likes here, perfect, amazing. Wow, so much love here in the comments. Like you're enjoying the Bitcoin pump. Wow. So what's your view about Solana? Well, I talked a little bit about that. By the way, everyone who is joining in right now and who missed out on the previous content, we are talking here for 31 minutes already. You can go down below. There is this red long thing which shows you the progress of the video. You can click it and go all the way back or halfway back, and you can skip back in the video and watch it earlier. You don't have to watch it after I end the live stream. You can already go back and watch the beginning of the video here. And by the way, after this video, I can go into the YouTube analytics, and I can also see the likes, the retention, how long you guys are watching the video, and also who is sharing the video. It would really appreciate if you can share the video on Twitter, on Telegram, on WhatsApp or something. It really helps a lot. And YouTube just loves it. It's very good for the algorithm. So let's go back here into the chart. You can see we got this big pump towards the upside. This is the 4-hourly candles. And with the new 4-hourly candle opening just 3 minutes ago, now, of course, it will be interesting to see the direction of this candle. Not in terms of trade. I mean, I'm not myself planning to open a new trade right now. But I am still having a trade open, and I was considering to maybe take some chips from the table at 48,500. So for me, even the immediate short term is important. Now, would you like to trade Bitcoin? Be careful. I will talk about that if you want. If we are getting enough likes here and you leave me some comments down below, I can go into the hourly, I can go into the 15-minute and talk with you about what my short-term trade personally would be. One thing before I'm doing that, which I would like to mention is, if you ever got any value on this channel, whether it's you made money with Audi, you were bullish on Bitcoin with me at 17,000, whether I was giving you strength through the bear market not to sell your Bitcoin and now you're finally getting into the green, whether you joined me on that crazy multi-million US dollar trade on Bitcoin or Ethereum, if you ever got any value of that, I would really appreciate you can support the channel not only by liking, but if you use the affiliate link down below. Not only that it gives you a bonus, of course it's an affiliate link, so you get a bonus and I get a cut, but this cut is not paid by you, it's paid by what the exchange is charging you anyways when you pay a fee for opening a trade or closing a trade, buying Bitcoin or selling Bitcoin. If you use the link down below, you have the exact same requirements, the exact same fees, everything is the same. You get the bonus on top and you support the channel. Link is down below if you want to do that. Now let's talk about Bitcoin. And whereas on the 4-hourly, nothing screams trade. Nothing here screams trade because we already broke. The latest moment to trade was at 45,800 when we broke the previous rejection point. That was the last point. Why you know that this was not a moment to trade here when we had this fake out is you wait for the rejection, you wait for the bounce and the break of the previous rejection point. When Bitcoin went lower, we did not bounce. That is what we wait for. Here you can see, however, we did bounce. You can see it on the 4-hourly. Boom, we went out, we bounced, and you can see the next 4-hourly candle actually confirmed the break. And then we broke above the previous rejection point. That was the nail in the coffin for the bears, at least in the immediate short term. So on the 4-hourly, no trade. Let's quickly go higher before we go lower. On the daily, no trade. On the weekly, what I would like to do on the weekly to evaluate whether there is a trade or not is I would like to go and pull out the fibs, right? If you take the fibs from bottom to top and you look at the extension level, then you can see Bitcoin is right now approaching the Fibonacci golden pocket. This is exactly why I said this is my best case scenario for the last year. Now we are approaching the Fibonacci golden pocket right here. So just going long on the weekly, before we reach the golden pocket, I don't think that's smart also. I don't think that's smart. When we break it, the moment we break 50,000, you can make a weekly trade all the way up to 56. That is what you could do on the higher time frames, only if we break it. And to break it, we need to break 50,000 and close a weekly candle above. That is very important. So now let me delete that. Bang, bang. Let's go down to the hourly candles. And let me quickly adjust this for you. So now on the hourly candles, it's basically the same story like on the 4-hourly. So let's go down to the 15-minute candles, which I'm personally not trading. But sometimes you can make very nice profits on the 15-minute candles, right? It's just the risk is way higher, of course. You can see here the last trade on the 15-minute candles was actually earlier today when we had here a very nice resistance and support coiling up. And the moment we got the break was, of course, the moment. This was a great long trade. But not all the trades on the 15-minute look like this. However, now Bitcoin is forming the flag, right? This could be a bull flag. So we have to let a little bit more time pass. And if Bitcoin forms something like this, you can draw the bull flag and see if we break it. Then, of course, the price target is the flagpole. And the flagpole you would pull like this. But we are not even painting a bull flag yet, so don't get me wrong. But if you would paint it, if we will paint it, then you put it to the bottom of the flag and the price target would be somewhere around 48,500, exactly the price target I was mentioning earlier. So now wait a little bit, because not even on the 15-minute we have a price target yet. So that is something I wanted to mention. So what do we have here? When Lambo, it depends. If there's no Lambo time for you yet, don't buy a Nissan Micra, wait. I mean, I'm personally, if it wouldn't be Lambo time for me yet, I wouldn't buy anything. I would just hold crypto, let my purchasing power rise, and whenever it's time somewhere towards the end of the bull market, it's most likely going to be Lambo time for every single one of you, right? People are asking when I'm releasing a trading course. Let me know if I should release a trading course. Or let me know if I maybe should, I don't know, maybe open a Telegram channel where I'm posting trading setups. Because, you know, I myself, I'm not doing like a lot of these hourly, daily trades. But of course, I'm seeing them. I could take them. It's just not part of my strategy. Maybe sometimes I'm doing it, but I don't really feel like I should share that publicly because it's much more risk involved. But if you want me to open maybe a Telegram channel where I'm posting my thoughts about the market, my trades, my price targets, and so on, let me know. And yeah, I might do that. I'll probably not charge anything for that. I'll do it for free. Maybe I will make it a requirement at least to use the link, right? I mean, that makes sense. Why use someone else's link for the work I am doing then there? But I don't think I would charge any money for that. Yeah, people are saying we would love a Telegram group. Yeah, many people want that. Crazy. So many people joining here. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Really amazing. Maybe we go into a quick Q&A before I evaluate the market further for you. Yeah. Let's see. How do you learn trading from the beginning to your current level? Well, the beginning level was terrible, of course. I was losing money myself. I mean, I'm still losing money. In the bear market, I had 2 or 3 quite big trades which got not liquidated, but usually I put my stop loss just above the liquidation price to save some fees. That's maybe a small tip for you guys. If you're in a trade and like me, I'm not using any stop losses, right? But I put a stop loss, I mean, I'm using it technically, I put it just above the liquidation price because the liquidation is higher in fees than a stop loss triggered above, because the liquidation is a market order executed, whereas the stop loss is a limit order executed, is much cheaper, right? So I lost a lot of money, of course. I felt the pain. I removed greed. I removed emotions. And after time, it's the same thing with everything. Bicycling, playing football. You just get better, learning by doing, right? How many are we here? Well, 4,500 at the same time watching. But in total, I think we already had like 10, 20,000 people watching. This stream is 2021 vibes, Chris, someone is saying. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. I get the same vibes here right now. Man, exactly the same vibes. It makes me so happy. It makes me so freaking happy. I enjoy watching you. I enjoy you guys watching me. It's really, really amazing. I really appreciate you. Trading course, Telegram. Everyone wants that. Crazy, crazy, crazy. You know what? Make sure you go down below, you press subscribe, press the bell button and press on all, because in the next videos, maybe I am going to announce that I opened a group like this. Maybe I am going to do that. So if you want to be updated about that, click down below right now. So, teach us how to make TradingView indicators. Yeah, a little bit I'm doing that in my videos already, of course, right? Someone is asking, should I sell Bitcoin at 48,500? That is a very good question. And my question is, why should you do that? Let me quickly drink some water. Should you close your trade there? That's another question. Should you sell your Bitcoin? I mean, are you holding Bitcoin to get more US dollar or what? Like, I am not selling my Bitcoin at 48,000. I'm not selling it at 50,000, at 100,000. If anything, of course, I'm selling Bitcoin maybe to buy some altcoins. I'm selling Bitcoin to buy equity. I'm selling Bitcoin to buy farmland, real estate, or something like that. But I'm not selling Bitcoin to get more euro, US dollar, yen, renminbi, or whatever. Like, the reason why we are in Bitcoin is to escape the traditional fiat currency system. Also, 48,500 is a short-term price target. So going out of Bitcoin at 48,500, what if it goes to 60 and then retraces to 50? You are going to be standing on the sidelines forever. It's not a very high likelihood, but just hold. Just hold. Every multi-millionaire, billionaire I know, if you ask them what is your biggest regret ever in Bitcoin, it was always trying to outperform the market, selling too early, spending money too early. Just learn from other people's mistakes instead of making your own mistakes or learning from your own mistakes, or not learning even from your own mistakes at all. The best thing is to learn from other people's mistakes. I'm telling you, this is the biggest mistakes people made, especially the very wealthy ones. So, You know what? It is getting late already. We are online for 45 minutes. I think this is it for today. I truly appreciate every single one of you. I will leave you a link down below. And if you want more, a link to Bybit, if you want to claim 30,000 US dollars, actually after the recording, I'll leave you a 60,000 US dollar bonus link, Bybit and BitGet, click register deposit if you want to be trading as well. And if you want to see the next video on Bitcoin tonight or tomorrow, maybe, subscribe, press the bell, and press on all. I appreciate every single one of you. We are going to see you very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. As always, guys, as always, bye. Bye.